4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events.
Major show alert.
All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You now rocking with the best.
Here I am, goddammit. Here I am. Where I am. Here I am. It was a beautiful day, y'all. I'm sure y'all enjoyed it. I'm out here still enjoying it, trying to take it in. You know. Yeah, shout out to everybody that joined the show last night that was on the show. We had a heck of a good time, man. Yeah. God is good. We all alive. Those that are here and have chosen to be here, welcome, man. You could have chose to be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me tonight. My background or my scenery is what I always like. I love the water, so this is where we are. Tonight, man, I'm coming to y'all from a whole different place. Last night we had a ball, and we talked about being in relationships with untrustworthy people and relationships that were toxic. But yeah, tonight we're going to expound on another facet of things that could produce but first, man, let's talk about something, man. Let's talk about the state of being or the state of mind that you're in today. Hopefully you're healthy in your state of mind. Hopefully you're full. You haven't given away all the stuff that you have, so you have nothing left. While we allow a few people to get in the room, I just want to shout out to a few people. Welcome Kenny Sway to the room. Kimberly Sweets 23, Sweet Tea 413. Hey. Puddin' Pop 1120. Shout out to Philly in the house. Yeah. If you're in the room, man, throw your thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're well. Let me know you're alive, man. Let's do this welfare check with one another. Let each other know that we're here. And if you're on this platform, man, know that it's not my platform. It is all of ours. And, man, share it right now. Share the platform. I know people online. Put it in the share it in the rooms, man. Share it in all of your groups. Let people join this conversation that we're about to have. We all need it. This is our village. This is what we need to do to encourage and to build the strength that we should be empowered with one another. All right? So let's get busy doing that right now. I'm going to let the music rock out for a minute, man. Enjoy my scenery, my background, my backdrop for the evening. Enjoy that. Give me a few minutes and we'll jump right into it. All right? I'm sure y'all probably eating dinner, enjoying a glass of wine, or smoking a nice cigar or something. Laid back with your loved one, enjoying yourself. Yeah. We'll get into it. See the people out here enjoying themselves, walking around. Yeah. I love the water. Who heard about Joe Biden's brother sleeping with his son's Joe Biden's son sleeping with his brother's wife? Yeah, if that ain't some inbred I don't know what it is. I don't know the details, neither do you and anyone else other than them, but something went down. Yeah. Just know that we ain't into no crap like that. Yeah. Also, man, send prayers up again today, man, and for DMX and his family, Earl Simmons and his family. Yeah. So, yeah, bring me back a tall margarita, a bag of wine to go from Viola's. They got the bags of wine. Yeah. Hey, it's always good to see wonderful people passing by to recognize me. Put in the good works, y'all. Means 2 has joined the room. Where all my wet people? Where all my with exceptional taste folks? Throw them thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're in the room. Let me know you're in the room. We're about to get into this thing. We're about to get into it. If you like this, man, share it. Follow and subscribe. Like us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit that bell so you can get your notifications, man, when they're coming on, because there's a lot of special things. Now, as the summer coming, man, I started doing events. Hopefully they'll open us back up, but even still, I'll do a lot of intimate events, man, that can invite you to. The things that I do are all inclusive. So when you get your ticket, you leave your wallet at home because your money ain't good. All right? So be on the lookout for that. If you got any show ideas, man, please, please, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Send the DMs. We'll get with you and make it happen. XOXO Smith is in the room. My cousin Jelly Jill is in the room. Trini Boom. Hey. Just know that this is our space. It's not my space. I'm just working. I work for you. And, you know, your insight and your positive feedback and even your chasement sometimes, man, for the things that I may say is nothing but healthy, stimulating dialogue between wonderful, exceptional people like us. Yeah. So, without further ado, I guess we all here, right? Let's go ahead and get it cracking. I'm gonna type it to Instagram first, though, because you know you got to give them an opportunity to chime in, right? All right, I just posted the topic on Instagram, and here we go. All right, if you're in the room, man, the topic tonight is this. It's a piggyback, but it's an added thing to what we talked about last night. You got to trust people to be who they are. Trust people to be who they are. Okay? Because honestly, man, deep down in your gut, you know who you're dealing with. You know. It only takes once for someone to show you who they are. The question is, how much of a doubt, or excuse me, how much benefit to the doubt are you going to give them before they screw you over again or screw you over? Now, the benefit of the doubt is this. You know you're dealing with some rat bastard joker that's going to hamstring you, but in your mind at this point in time, you say, well, he hadn't done it to me. And it's because the information may have come third party or third hand. And you look for the good in people because there's good in you. But just recognizing that you know who you're dealing with. So when it does rear its ugly head to you, it's of no consequence, or it should be of no consequence, because it's just like that cousin or that sister or brother that you give $20 to that still owe you that $20 to this day. You know who they are. They ain't giving it back. Or there's so many other scenarios. You know when somebody hates you. They love you, but they hate you. So they'll try and achieve all the things to keep you under their thumb or subordinate to them. With the things like dashing your dreams or your ideas and say, hey, you know what? That ain't going to work, or you ain't going to do this, or you ain't going to do that. You all talk. You a liar. You're this, you're that. These are people that are the closest to you. That's the song Bob Marley used to sing all the time. If the cap fits, then wear it. Who the cap fits, let them wear it. Because usually it's those that's closest to you that hurt you. Can you hear me? If anyone can hear me, man, let me know. If the volume's right, or is the wind's too strong, or am I coming in clearly? Throw your thumbs up. Let me know. Marcus Elliott's in the room. What's up, Shake? Welcome, welcome. He said teach. He says teach. I am 40 is joining the room. Shout out down in Georgia. District DC, Ann Ramia is joining the room. Shout out, shout out. If you're just coming in, the topic of the evening is trust people to be who they are. Trust people to be who they are. Trust me, they're not going to show you anything different. At this point in our ages, and I'm speaking to the people that are on this platform, the majority of us are above 30. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. We're going to be who we are. we've set in our ways and understand that ain't much gonna change. Either you're gonna deal with me how I am or you're not. How's that? Is that better? Is the music perfect now, or is it too loud? Someone said turn the music down a little bit. Is that better? Throw your thumb up if it is. Let me know. Yes, good evening, sir. Is that better? You got to trust people to be who they are. Think about it. Even in relationships, right? Let's say you consider yourself a high value woman. Okay? But you're willing to relax your standards because maybe your percentages don't put you into state that you can receive a high value man. So you settle for a mid-tier man. A lot of times with that mid-tier man, he's insecure. He's already in a state of insecurity because he's not feeling like he's producing the life that he should have. So what can you expect from it? Or what can you gain from that? Can you trust him to be who he is? Can you trust him to be someone who's going to always be in competition with you? Hate the fact that you make more money than him? Can you do that? Can you recognize that that's what is really going to happen with you in your situation? Can you trust him that if his inadequacies produce insecurities, that he'll become jealous of you and your movements and who you are? That he won't creep out or step out? He won't bring you any drama? Is that the case? And vice versa. Now, I mean, I'm going to put it out here. You have a lot of females with high mileage abuse, high mileage life, high mileage bodies. And they have all these commands or demands for new things, like a new ring, a new dress, a new house, a new home. And all you can give is some used up. You know what? I'm going to move right on. Anyway, the question is, can you trust people to be who they are? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to deal with them, is you have to trust in the fact that they've shown you who they are and deal with them on that level, in those parameters. You know, it's like an alcoholic. It's like a drug addict. You know, at some point in time, they're going to struggle with that. And if they fall, you know how you can't have any expectations other than what they've actually done. Can you deal with that? Can you trust yourself to be who you are? Because a lot of times, man, we can't trust ourselves. We can't trust ourselves to do right by ourselves because we're too busy trying to prove shit to other folks. Mr. Sean Ray has joined the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Toy and Black Vegan is in the room. Welcome, welcome. Let me tell you something. In the midst of it all, man, I've seen some things. We've all seen some things. The question and doubt about trusting people for who they are, it gets twisted when you invest your time, your emotions, and your resources, because you begin to believe your own hype that you've created about an individual that really ain't worth a plug nickel Chinese money. Even in work, think about it. You hold a position in which you hire someone, or you give somebody an opportunity to come in and show themselves approved, and they trading on your name. They show up at the job late, calling out. They may steal, and next thing you know, you don't even see them anymore. Put you in a quandary with the people that you work with, or the people that thought highly of you, which now diminishes your value in the eyes of others, all because you didn't trust that person to be who they were. You know in your heart of hearts who the fuck somebody is. If there's some shit, they're gonna be forever just a piece of shit. Don't y'all like my background, man? Come on, talk to me. Tell me something. Children are playing, people eating, you know, folks out here walking around, and smoking cigars and everything else, man. Come on now. Glorify it. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I so appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Hey. My wet folks is everywhere with exceptional taste, man. They see me out and I'm working for y'all, working for everybody. Hey, libation is what it is. We're about to turn up now. We're going to go and get into it. The topic of the night, because y'all are just coming into the room, is trust people for who they are. Understand that. You know that you've been running around with a joker for 20 years. You know goddamn well he ain't worth a plug nickel and ain't going to ever pay you back with nothing that you ever have given him. And you know he ain't going to amount to a damn thing, but you're willing to give him the shirt off your back. Understand that. Don't feel no kind of way when he doesn't come back with your shirt, or if he comes back with your shirt, it's dirty as hell. He pulling that out of the trunk of his car. Oh, Ebony says when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Hey, most of us won't because we're too busy trying to give the benefit of the doubt because we want somebody to feel some kind of way about it. I'm going to tell you what I've been guilty of all my life is this. When I step into a situation and I give my word is bond, down to my federal paperwork, I've never, ever broken my word in the magnitude of my own dreams that people have lacked vision for me. I've done everything that I set out to do, and I've touched everybody I set out to touch in my life. So I'll say that to you. I trust me, but I'm not here to prove anything to anyone. I don't garner anyone's approval. And trusting who people are, man, listen, come here, brother. Come over here, brother, man. Listen. This is love, man. Listen. Say hello, everybody. This man, this is brother, man. I tell you, listen. Y'all see this dude, man? Give him a hug, man. Listen, it's real out here. Understand it. Yeah. Bless, man. Bless. Yeah. Everywhere, man. I tell you, I'm working. This is what I'm doing. This is my labor of love. You will never see a cash app on my page. Come on, drop some change on it. I'm not here for all that. That's not how I get my money. I just want to enjoy my conversation and my time with my people, enlightening and encouraging. And if I've done something right, hey, man, cheers. Chardonnay. Don't get no better than that. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Trusting people for who they are, man. Trusting people for who they are. Trusting people for who they are. Kimberly Sue said, thank you. You are most welcome. Long live Hollywood has joined the room. If you are just joining the room, the topic of the evening is trust people for who they are. Trust people who they are. Listen. You could be in a relationship, right? And this goes for both men and women. When your mate dips out on you, you're the first to know. Listen to me. Nobody's got to come tell you nothing. You know it in your gut, in the pit of your stomach. That's what happened. How it happened? Don't know. Maybe you weren't on your job, you weren't on your game, you weren't watching your plate. Who knows? Doesn't matter. The point is that it happened and you're the first to know. Nobody's got to come and tell you. But see, what most people do is they don't trust that who they're with is who they are. So they're sitting around hoping that the person comes and tell them. It ain't gonna happen ever, homegirl, homeboy. You have to brace yourself for the fuckery and the bullshit that comes with that. Yeah. So just know, trusting people for who they are, it relinquishes your investment that you put into people. You know, okay, prime example. You go on Wall Street. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you love the background. Thank you. Yeah. Think about it. You know, people on Wall Street tell you all the time. Well, they don't tell you. They want you to spend your money and they want you to churn your money because every time you move your money, you're paying the fees. But investment 101, they tell you not to invest something you're not willing to lose. So you got to look at that when you're dealing with people. What are you willing to lose? Are you willing to lose it all? Because if so, you can put it all up. But if you're not willing to lose it all, then you invest in increments. And sometimes you have to hedge your bets depending on who you're with or who you're dealing with in any situation you're dealing with. How do you hedge your bets in relationships? It's biblical. You got to be a cheerful giver. When there's no cheer in your giving, it's time to go. And that is a recognition that you are there because you are really there for the person, and that you're gaining a benefit from being there with that person. Just knowing, hey, you got a motherfucker that ain't gonna ever be faithful to you. What difference does it matter if they're with you and when you're with them? You feel good about being with them. So then you have to dial your situation back in your mind and say, hey, when I'm with your ass, I'm with you, and when I'm not, I'm not. That's going to save you from a whole bunch of heartache. You're still gaining a benefit from being there, right? Now I need some good people to give me a light. Somebody see me, come on down here and give me a light, because I need to smoke my cigar while I'm having my drink. Man, wasn't that a beautiful thing? Somebody just, hey, I'm going to go get you some wine and see you working for us. And he's one of our wet people. He's an exceptional gentleman. That's right. Ramirez said, facts. A cheerful giver. When that changes, it's a signal. That's right. Always be a cheerful giver. And that's in any situation. When you can't give cheerfully, it's time to go. That means that when you give to this individual and that smile on their face does not light you or incite you to continue to give, it is time to go. Think about it. How many times have you been in situations like that, where you know damn well that you shouldn't have invested more than what you did? We've all been in those situations. But you know who you were dealing with. You knew. See, most times, man, we get caught up in the flesh. The flesh is weak. The flesh is going to tell us, yeah, I want it. I want to do that. I want to lay up. I want to drive down in a diaper from D.C. to Houston in 2 days and go and kill everybody in this house because this motherfucker cheated on me. You know, all of that, you know. Those are the things when you should recognize what you were dealing with from the giddy up, and most people don't. So you got to recognize. Trust who you're dealing with. Trust who people are. It should never be a problem. Oh, Ebony says, I'm in that situation now. Which situation is that? Where you got to trust someone for who they are, or you with them when you're with them and you're not when you're not? Yeah. Please elaborate. You're in that situation now. How can we help you? Help us help you, because this is a village. We got to look out for each other. We got to have each other's back and stuff like this. Real Aquarius 789 has joined the room. Hey, welcome. Need to walk away from what I already knew. Okay, so what did you already know? What did you already know? Yeah. Well, relationships are about unselfish service. Yes, it is. But the thing is, when do you get to the point where you have to be a little selfish, because you can't give everything to everyone. Now you got nothing left for yourself. Oh, okay. I knew who I was dealing with. Okay. So you knew he was a rat bastard. He wasn't faithful. He wasn't loving. He wasn't caring. What wasn't? Latoya Fit for You Walker says, trust people to be who they are. Laugh like shit. Yeah. Because trust and believe me, we know who we're dealing with. We all know. The joke's on you. What did it say? Shame on... Look. You can't fool me again, goddamn it. Ain't that what George was? Shame. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. You can't fool me again. Yeah. If you're just joining the chat, man, if you're just joining the conversation tonight, the topic of the conversation is trust people Trust people to be just who they are. Yeah. In whatever capacity, trust people to be who they are. Nothing more, nothing less. To do so does you a disservice. Just know that. Cheerful giving. As long as you have, when my efforts are, let me see, someone said, when my efforts are unappreciated or not reciprocated, then what? That's when you're done? That's when you stop giving? Oh, the giving's not cheerful anymore. But how about this? Let's say it's a scenario, a situation where you just like what you like. Because see, there's some people out here who like drama. They like to have it. They like to feel strain. They like to feel stress. They like to feel the unnecessary bullshit. They like it. They like the hollering and the hooping, and they like the cussing and the fussing. They like it all. What about those? Someone says, I think we also have to be honest about our expectations. Well, why have expectations? Because it's not about the expectations. Relationships are about desires. See, you can be with somebody, and once you don't desire them anymore, shit, doesn't matter a hill of beans what the fuck you think you know. That shit's over. You can know everything under the sun about them, statistically and internally. But when you're done with them, you're done. So, what are we talking about? Yeah. Once again, if you're just joining the room, the conversation is about trusting people to be just who they are. Trusting people to be just who they are. Let me see who I can get to come on here, man, and have a conversation about this with me. Anybody game tonight? Is anybody game? I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the number up. You can call in if you don't want to show your face, because most of y'all scary anyway. If you want to call in, the number is 929-322-3971. Once again, the phone number is 929-322-3971. See all these people enjoying themselves out here? Yeah. Go figure, man. Oh, I'm live. Let's see who we got on here. Welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? You can hear. Can y'all hear on Facebook? Let's see. Let's make it happen. So what about the topic tonight? We talking about trusting people for who they up. We pause. Are you there? What's your thoughts about the conversation of the topic tonight? Trusting people for who they are.
I think that what you said earlier, and I think I commented, was that basically once you recognize that someone isn't
Right.
So,
So if you're already going into the situation knowing what you're dealing with, then why extend yourself beyond the limits of investment in the individual based on emotions, resources, time, everything else? Because trust me, if you're dealing with somebody, you're giving up some things. You're giving up some time, which is one of the most valuable. It is the most valuable commodity you can ever give someone is your time. You know, you look at it in life. Everybody that's able-bodied can get up and work. There's nothing you can give them that they can't get for themselves other than you and your time. The body,
right?
that's a bonus.
I think once people start giving up their time, they start, you know, being lax on their requirements
Yeah.
or what you know what their value is.
Right,
And
right.
they start like saying, oh, you know, they did this, but they did that,
Mhm.
which I know goes against what I, you know, originally said I didn't want, but they do this other thing. But once you start actually, you know, totaling, adding up all those little things, you know, you'll find yourself disappointed.
Mhm. Well, I'm with you. I'm with you. But the thing is, with the cheerful giving, I think that saves a lot, especially if you truly trust in yourself and you believe in what you're doing, meaning that you like seeing the person that you're doing things for to be happy. So, yeah, I guess when that dissolves or that stops, then I guess everything else stops too.
Yeah, but you know, people also, you know, send out their representatives sometimes instead of their real person, you know, their real self. And so you're trusting what you thought that person was, and then later on you find out that it's you know, a wolf in sheep's clothing.
How I get around that, or how I would say get around that, is this: do what it is you've come to do. Express your initial intent and desire. Deal in that manner and that nature, and it gives the individuals who are dressed up no opportunity to play their game at all. Because if you're showing up every day, they have no choice but to do the same, or they're gonna have to bow out.
And a lot of people are scared, right? So when you first meet someone, you're holding your card. You don't tell people up front, like, this is what it is, this is what I want, this is how I operate, I expect, blah, 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 blah. And they wait around to figure out if the person matches to what they already know they want. And then when they disappoint them, they're like, whoa, this isn't what I signed up for. Who the fuck is this person?
Yeah, I get it. But at the same token, you have to look at the fact that not everybody's life circumstances are the same. So these are the things that you have to look at, where the persons are in their life before you even consider investing the time or energy or efforts to deal with them. Let's just say the individuals were unemployed, or they were mentally unstable. There's a plethora of things that could be factors in regards to you dealing with them on a personal level. So you have to have those things or those conversations, and the only way to get those conversations to happen is you, based on your investment, get people an opportunity to feel comfortable enough to share those things with you. Those are the only things that I think would really take time for someone to be comfortable enough with you to share those intimate secrets about themselves. After that, I think that you can make a better assessment whether or not you're going to be on some Cyndi Lauper shit and we just going to have fun, or we're going to make a real investment and try to build a life together and be the motherfucking Jeffersons or some shit. But that in itself is kind of like the approach I feel it takes to deal with someone on a personal nature, on a personal level, to have a relationship. Now, honestly, you got to be honest with yourself. What was the initial desire? Was it physical? Was it monetary? Was it intellectual, I mean, you have to look at those parameters too. If it was physical, then let it be about the fucking. If it was intellectual, then hey, let's have a lot of conversation and read books and that kind of shit together. But you usually know where you are when you step into the playing field. So that's on you, you know, just like everyone else that's on this platform. It's on you. Zoe Miller joined the room. Noah London here. Young Blood, thank you once again. Shout out to that brother, man. Yeah. Welcome, welcome.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, baby. Could you repeat that again? You said, I can repeat that again? Oh, no, it was just some people that came in the room, and I was just speaking to them. But yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, it's this. A lot of times we sit back and we hope that the other individual gives us what we need to make a decision on some shit that we should have already made a decision on. Prime example. We adults. So as adults, we know what we want before we approach a situation. We've already sized the individuals up. I like the individual. I like how they carry themselves. I like that they're successful, or they have the potential to be monetarily successful or stable or have some stability about them in their lives. Now, do I know whether they're a hatchet murderer or a woman beater or a man beater or a fucking narcissist? I don't know. I don't know any of their vices. I don't know what they possess. This is the flip side of that coin when you have to go do your investigation by investment to find that out. What are you really not knowing? What is it that you really need to know to make a decision about what it is you want to do? Because honestly, you need to know what you want to do. Toy Black says, why are we not speaking on it up front? Hey, this is most people. This is what we've been taught to do. We've been taught to lie and bullshit one another.
Right. A lot of people are like, okay, let me wait, let me sit back and see what that person is going to do or say or whatever, instead of being upfront about what the hell you want. Because by the time, let's say that person is doing the same thing you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all are sitting there talking to each other's representatives for how long?
Well, as long as it takes, I guess, sometimes for people to figure out that this ain't what I want, or I didn't want anything past the physical aspect of this relationship, or I didn't want anything past the dating thing, or I wanted more, but this individual didn't want more, or I like the individual, but the motherfucker crazy, or whatever the case may be. You know, I like the individual, but shit, he snore, or she snore, or feet stink, or whatever. These are the things that we have to weigh or evaluate for ourselves to say these are deal breakers or these are deal makers. And if we're not willing to do that, that puts us in the same boat where we are not in a position to trust the individuals for who they are. It's about trusting yourself. Who are you?
Trust people to be who they are means that you know who they are,
Mm-hmm.
but you proceed with a green light instead of with a caution light.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why people do that.
Someone said, did she wait until he figured it out? So was that question, I wonder, is that question pointed, did you wait till you figured it out? I mean, what?
No, I'm pretty upfront, but I was just talking hypothetical for that example.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, hey,
Hello, welcome.
hey.
Long live Hollywood's on the screen as well.
Thank you for bringing me in. I'm driving right now. I'm on the road, but I wanted to hop in, see what y'all was talking about.
Well,
We're talking about, trusting people to be who they are, and I was saying that some people are waiting for the other person to show their real self before they even say what they want or what they expect.
you got to trust people to be who they are, just who they are, nothing more, nothing less. That is the key.
I do agree. I believe that DMX had said something on when he was on Noriega's podcast. He said, "Trust people for who they are, and then when you see them, believe them." You know what I mean?
Well, most people don't, or they do, but they want to give them the benefit of the doubt because whatever they're doing feels that good to them, where they're willing to sacrifice themselves or sacrifice some sort of dignity or self-worth to endure some unnecessary
I'm
abuse.
sorry, y'all. Hello. Sorry, y'all. This might be a bad signal. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, but DMX said, trust people for who they are, and when you see them, believe them. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it gets kind of crazy. I mean, right now, it's definitely different from what it was back in the day because you don't have so much choices. Just like if you go to McDonald's or Chipotle's or whatever, if you got or any restaurant.
Yeah.
You going in and out. But I think, the whole trust people for who they show themselves to be when they do. I think that we kind of like make up stuff in our heads about, who that person is, or we make up these fairy tales about who we want our shining armor, knight in armor to be and what they're going to look like or whatever. And if the person has a glimpse of what the hell that picture looked like, we start making up all these excuses as to why that person can still fit the mold when they're going to come up short every time.
Or it could be one of those things where you may not want the individual, but you don't want nobody else to have the individual for whatever your freaking quirky ass attachments or reasons might be. And there's a lot of jokers on this goddamn platform that'll guilt you that. Own it. Shame the devil, damn it.
Yeah, we need to hear from a guy just like who's playing that game.
Yeah, you said, I'm so sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm driving, so I'm on a bridge right here, so I'm sorry I'm in and out. But I did hear what you were saying. But I mean, I don't know. To be honest, I mean, it all depends, right? Because it's levels with people, right? So if you just want somebody to chill with or kick it with, then you can just play whoever you want to be. But if you're in a situation where you want somebody that's serious, you should just come up front. Listen, this is how I am. I'm wild. I'm crazy. I'm this. I'm that. If you want to be with that person, because eventually that person's going to see you eventually. But if you want to stay on a superficial level, then you can stay superficial. You just got to figure out how you want to deal with that person.
Honesty saves so much time. Honesty saves so much time. I mean, if you just want some butt, say that. Say it.
It does.
It's a sales pitch. If that's the kind of shit you on, you got to knock on at least 10 doors to get one to open for you and say yes. And if you with the average, then cool. Because honestly, I'm speaking to me as a man. We can only do it to who allows us to do it to. You women, you females, you are in control of that aspect of the game. So trust and believe me. In retrospect to the last show, it is called selective sexual preference. God damn it. So now, so if y'all say no, and there's some other coercive situation, hey, dude, you're gonna end up in cuffs or shot, one of the two. So, yeah. So you're looking at a coercive nature. You got to recognize if y'all ain't in it, shit, we gonna starve. We might as well go and burn it up or chop it off, one of the two.
But I like that, earlier you said something about, if you knew that your cousin or your homeboy or whoever is a thief or, they broke or whatever, and you give them something, you need to, for me, I feel like you need to give without expectation. So if you already know that you want to do something for a person and you know who they are, you know what their character is or whatever, if you do it, you need to do it without any expectation of them being different than how they are.
But that's the key, trusting people for who they are. I know you some shit. You some shit. Here, man, go on about your business. I don't even expect nothing in return.
Right, but some people do that and then they get mad. They're like, I haven't spoken to that person in years.
Well, they
but
weren't.
they knew
They weren't
when they
cheerful
gave
giving.
them-
They weren't cheerfully given. They were given
That's
with
what I'm
some sort of
saying.
expectation of change, or maybe they were given for some sort of accolade to say, "I gave you something," or "I used to take care of him or her." How many times you heard people do that around us? Or, I gave that. Excuse my French, please. No pun intended. I used to let that bitch sleep on my sofa, and here she is acting like she liked it because she done got a new car with her little stimulus check.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you, both individuals is fucked up, because why speak on something you did if you did it from the heart, and you knew who you would letting sleep on your sofa anyway. She wasn't gonna give you a dime. So
Right.
what's the problem? What the problem is? Someone said I would just walk away from the person. Okay. You're a diamond in many roughs. There's a lot of rough jokers out here who are trying to find or see the benefit in other folks, or excuse me, the goodness in other folks by giving them the benefit of their doubt. Someone said, do it from the heart. Yeah, that's called cheerful giving. If you're doing it from the heart, it's nothing we need to talk about. Can y'all hear me clearly? Can you see me? Can y'all still see the background? Is that cool?
You have a
Am I too
huge
close to
glare.
this?
You got a huge glare when you lean in. But
Oh, what about now?
We can see the world. We can see the water.
All right, better now? So my big head need to be back. Okay. That's cool. So, if you're just joining in, the topic is trust people for who they are. Trust people to be who they are. Trust people to be. Thank you. Thank you. Let me figure this out. How do I kick you out? Well, get on out of here. Yeah, we back, y'all. It's just me. She left. She came in and blessed us with some jewels, dropped some jewels on us. This is our spot, man. Hopefully, somebody around us or everybody's in this situation and got something from that dialogue or that exchange. Yeah. Anyway. See the little baby. See. Our white brothers, our white coexisting family. They're so curious about what am I doing down here, doing this. I'm here because I've been told I can't be here. So if y'all see people roll up on me with flashlights and stuff, y'all know what's happening. If you see a little rustling around, then y'all know what's happening. Y'all come save me. Call somebody. Psych. I'm just fucking with y'all. Trust people for who they are. Yeah. So anybody had some good dinner tonight? Tell me what you had. I had turkey chops and vegetables. Yeah. It was so good. It was so good. So good. Oh man, I was ready to kick the whole right side of the damn house out. The whole wall. It just kick it into the damn driveway. Kick it on the street. But this wine, because it was a gift and I received it. And I knew where it was coming from, a good place. Tastes so much better. So much better. Yeah. Domo EX has joined the room. King Greatness King has joined the room. Shane Five Blades has joined the room. Striving for the Kingdom has joined the room. Welcome, welcome. 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 Real Stocks 27 has joined the room. 301 Mr. Jones has joined the room. 2274 Kerbo. First Mila's T names joined the room. Nest Socials joined the room. Welcome. Dior Ashley Brown has joined the room. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining the room, the topic of the evening is trust people to be who they are. That's in every aspect, whether it's in business or in pleasure. Trust them to be who they are. Meaning, well, what you're willing to accept and what you're willing not to accept. What's your expectations of others in their dealings with you? So, if you're just logging in, just recognize that this is our platform. If you like it, follow, subscribe, but most importantly, share the platform. Tag in some friends, man. Let them know. Let's broaden the conversation. I want to sit back, man, let y'all see what's behind me. As a matter of fact, I'm going to step out of the way. I got to go find a light. Give me a second. Y'all can walk up to the thing and say hey. Oh, we didn't want to interrupt you. You started the phone about it. Like, hey, I'm going to Mellow Marcellus, and this is the Mellow Marcellus show. I got about 500 people in the room right now. I am Alexandria. Hey, you said I couldn't do this. Are you from this area? Yeah, Fairfax. Yeah. I'm back. Sorry. I didn't lose y'all anybody. I'm looking for a light, and no one seems to have me. But I got more exceptional people. Say hey. The topic of the evening, y'all, once again, if you're just joining the room, is trust people to be who they are. You know, we've all come up with some wild ass people, and we got to recognize that they're just that. And more so, Cain slayed Abel's ass. Was it over $20 or was it over a woman, as they said? Because you got to understand, man wrote the Bible, and there's a lot of things that were left out, and it's recognizing who people are and trusting them to be who they are. And I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be subliminal. If there was Adam, Eve, and then there was Cain and Abel, who was the woman that Cain slayed Abel over? Is that some shit that make you say, Recognize that. But you got to realize who touched the book. Yeah. Think about that. Listen, all I do to understand is this. I got to know who I am and what I want when I step into any scenario and what I'm willing to invest into it or not. So, with that said and done, you got to do the same. You got to do the same. Kenny Sway said, who was it? Tell us what? Who was what? Ronald Moten's in the room. Rose Tattoos has just joined the room. Hey. Welcome. What's the question, Kenny Sway? Who was what? Who was it? Tell us what? Help me out. Yeah. Who was there with them? I mean, that's common sense. You got to look at it. There's only 4 people on the face of the earth. If that's what they wrote, their story. The woman was Eve. That's a motherfucker, huh? Forgive me, Lord. I understand what I'm saying to you. Listen, there was no other women at the time. But that's not where that came from. Honestly, that's not where that came from. See, if you really dug deep, you'd know the further term that I covered retrospectively, buck breaking, is where the term motherfucker came from. You understand, the seasoning farms were just that. They were there to breed and so on and so forth, and they didn't care. Cain and Abel was Eve's kids. Yeah, but who was the girl or who was the woman that Cain slayed Abel over? Yeah, Cain came. Abel went. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Trust people to be who they are. So nobody got the answer to that question. It was other people on earth. Who at that point in time? You got to understand, if Cain and if Adam and Eve were the initial creators of them all, then what is it? Would it be some sort of ancestral thing? If it wasn't his mama, it was his sister. Stay on topic. Trust people to be who they are. See, I know that he's inquisitive. He's going to ask a question. He's going to put me to the test. Yeah. If you're just joining the room, the topic tonight, once again, is trusting people to be who they are. How many people owe you $10? How many people owe you $20? How many people have left you hanging high and dry? How many people have snitched on you? Snitches, a lot of times, man, they don't get stitches. Anyway, you see that? You enjoying it? All the people, they taking pictures. Look, they taking pictures, y'all. They photographing and everything behind it. Isn't that a beautiful thing? It was a beautiful day. I'm glad I got out here to enjoy it, and I hope y'all did too. But on a serious note, I'm enjoying my evening, and I'm gonna continue to do so. It's been real, as it always is. I ain't going away. I'm just putting this out there so we can wrap on. But just knowing that people thought Noah was crazy too until it began to rain. Don't let anybody dash your dreams or diminish you and your value and who you are. Just know that you are loved and we love you. And you got to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Trust people to be who they are, starting with yourself. Who are you? That is the biggest question. That is the biggest question, and I hope that is the biggest takeaway that you have for yourself this evening. Who am I, and what the fuck am I able to trust myself to be and to do? Hope in all things you can do anything in all things through Christ Jesus and yourself. Okay? Or Allah, whoever you worship. That's your thing. But in all you're getting, get understanding. And understanding tonight is what we got. That we got to trust people to be who the hell they are, right? Listen, tomorrow's going to be a barn burner. I must say that I plan to offend some folks. Truly. So tell your sisters, brothers, cousins, your mamas to be there, to be on this live at 7:30 tomorrow, because it is a big question of what you are or aren't doing. And there's a drink waiting for me somewhere. I don't know what's waiting for you, but at this point in time,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It's the Romello Marcellus Show. The fly uncle you always wish you had.
Bring 'em out.
Here to give you every aspect of game from a real player's perspective. It's the biggest boss from business, entertainment, love, and life.
Had to find my inner power.
To fashion, etiquette, and current events. Major show alert! All to enhance the happiness already inside you.
Today is about the power of you. Check it out. You're now rocking with the best.